One of them mornings again today when you've got a 2-year-old. Yes, it's a mini nail haul, but I'm going to do a two-parter because I've got quite a few bits coming from eBay. I think they're all from eBay because it's cheaper. And I'm just testing out to see if they are good, and then I can show you, whatever. But I'm just going to do this half and then a second half when the other stuff comes, because there's a few bits coming, and even though I ordered some bits together, some hasn't come. So as soon as they come, I'll gather them up, and then I'll do a second one. So it won't be too long, but you know me. But yeah, this morning, just to tell you quickly, we got up a bit later, me and Finn. Well, I think he did. I'm not sure if he was reading a book in his bed because he seemed a bit tired. And his nana said, "Oh, I'll come and pick you up at 10:30. We'll nip to the dentist quickly, sort of just having a check-up or whatever." She was going. Finn can come in because there's some books and toys there, and then we'll nip to Aldi to get some shopping. Why I do this? I know not to go when Finn hasn't had a nap in the morning, which he normally goes at 11. We got there to the dentist. He's like, "Oh," we got in. I thought I was going to be all right. He's there playing nice with these little bricks. Then he's looking at some books, and then his nana gets called in. He runs after, and obviously because he can't go in the room with her, I'm like, no, you have to wait here. That was it. Tripped myself on the floor in front of like 3 people that were there and the receptionist, and I'm like, oh. And he's kicking off, screaming. You know when you're looking at people and they're thinking, oh, I wish that child had shut up. And I was just like, right, come on, we'll have to go back in Nana's car. Luckily, she'd left her bag with me, so it just went in a bag. I got her car keys out and put him back in the car, into the car street, and he just screamed and screamed and screamed for a full frigging 15 minutes. And I was just like, you know, and just feel like crying, or you just want the ground to swallow you up because you're just so embarrassed because your kid's kicking off. I was just like, oh my God. It was all right when we went shopping. He calmed down by then, but I was just like, you are so going for a nap after, hence why I'm on here now, because I was just like, oh, he's so going for a nap. I was, toddlers. I love them. They're cute at this age, but at the same time, I hate when they're having the tantrums because I'm not used to. I'm used to it because I've been a childminder and I've always worked in nurseries. I've always worked with kids all my life. So I'm used to them kicking off and that. But my son, my eldest one, he's probably making up for it now saying that. Didn't really used to really do the tantrum thing, or maybe I just can't remember because he's like nearly 18. So sympathise with me if you've got toddlers now, and if you haven't and you remember them days of just like thinking, "Can the ground please swallow me up?" and your face is like this, looking at people like, "Come on, Finn." Oh. Ugh. But anyway, I got home and got a few more bits from eBay, so I was happy about that and thought when he goes for a nap, I'll show you. So let me get a drink of latte today, mummy latte. So what was I going to show you first? Oh yeah, I've got 3 stamping polishes, but I think I'm waiting for a white one. So I can show you when they come, but I mean, they're not any different to the ones I've got. I think there's just a white one I'm waiting for. Maybe a gold one. I'm not quite sure. I'll try and get on my eBay account while I'm talking to you. Not quite sure. I know there's definitely a white one because I definitely wanted black and white. You always want black and white, especially black. Obviously, if you're a nail tech or do nails, you'll know what these are anyway. If you just like watching nail things, then you can only get big ones. I've got bigger bottle ones. These were just mini ones, and I'm not sure how big they were, but the 6mm it says on here. I'll show you the black one. But they are by Born Pretty. I think they did come from China. But I've tested them. I've got a few on my fingers now. You won't be able to see them, and they do work. And really, you don't use a lot of the polish paint stamping stuff, really, even if you get the big bottles. So I thought these were quite cute because I've got a few bright colours, but I just wanted to try these. They're probably doing the bigger ones, but I thought I'll try them. And they were, let me see what the price was. I think they were only, yeah, £1.39 each. So I got a black one, just in little bottles like this, and they're quite cute. I'll have to show you my other stamping polishes. A silver one, which is quite nice. Silver one. A pink one, because my favourite colour is pink. This is a nice pink as well, like a baby pink. And then obviously I'm waiting for a white, so I think I got 4, if I'm correct. But I have tried them out. They seem okay, but I will do a like review trial tutorial thing out on them and show you what I do with them and how well they printed, because I haven't tested all of them. And then I've got, talking about polish, 2 polishes. I just collect a couple each month, and then you can build your stash up like that. Even though I've got quite a few, but I'm just collecting. You know, if you just collect a couple each month, then you're not breaking the bank, really, are you? And there's different prices, and you know, ones with different amounts in. Like I had a pot the other day, and it looked like a really big bottle like this. When you looked in it, the one that looked small had more in than the other. It's just the packaging. But I've been looking at this colour lately. You know, the minty sort of mint. What's it called on here? It's got a name on it. I don't know if it has. Hasn't got a name. It's just a number thing. Look like a minty green. Don't know if this will come off on camera. Don't want it to drip everywhere. This colour. And this is by Gel Polish by Elite 99. This one. And this has 15 mils in it. Is it mils? 5 ounces. It's quite a nice colour, and I'll show you what I think that'll go. Well, both the colours will go with. That was, how much was that on eBay? $3.98. I'll talk about polishes in a minute. And then the canny one I got. I quite like the canny ones. This is a canny one, and it's a nice, I'd say, pinky peach colour. Don't know if you can see. And this one holds 7.4 ml, 25 fluid ounces. And that was but I can't find this one. That was $2.99. And I was asking someone the other day, I think it was when I said I was speaking to the Ninja Fairy, who's a fantastic acrylic nail technician on YouTube. And I was saying about, like, you can get high ends of nail polishes. I'm not saying this one is, I'm just high end of nail polish, you know, that you pay a lot more money for. I've got some that I've paid, you know, £12 for one bottle or more than that. They hold a little bit more. But the ones that I've used, like the Elite 99, I've got canny, I've got some paint polishes as well that I'm going to show you in another video. Blue Sky, which is a good one. And they were cheap. They've gone up a bit now than they used to be, probably because more people are using them. I don't know, because I remember a few years back they were a little bit cheaper, but they're still cheapish, and a lot of people like them. But it's just testing some out. If you think, oh, that looks okay, and just test them out and see how they work with your clients and how they work on nails. And if they're rubbish, you know, not to get them again, especially if they're a cheaper one. And if they're not, then you just use them. And I was saying to the Ninja Fairy that, you know, it doesn't really matter what you're charging your clients for, like a cheaper or a dearer nail polish, is if you've got your structure down of your actual nail. You know, like if you're working in acrylic, I work in gel, so it's getting your structure of your nail down, and you know, if they're staying on as, you know, for quite a good time for your clients, and that doesn't really matter what polish you're putting on, because that's just sort of like the prettying up of the nail. It's basically the structure and everything else you've got to get right. And you might pay a bit more money in that on certain gels and certain acrylics of your base stuff, but basically to fancy them up, I don't think it really matters. If you're finding something that works for you anyway, whatever price that is, doesn't mean you have to lower your prices because you're using a cheaper nail gel or acrylic, you know, polish, whatever. Which, going on to polishes, I got to test my polishes out. You know, when you see these nail swatches, you know, when you get them on a ring. I've had many different ones. I do quite like them on a ring now, you know, like a big, you know, they click undone and then you put them on, and then you can have a hook on the wall and hang them up or whatever. You can just fan them out for your clients so they can see all your, you know, your polishes. And you could have, I've been swatching these because I thought I've really got to start getting them all down, so when a client comes in, you know, they've got, you know, I've got quite a few. They've got some swatches to look at. I mean, I've seen some people do them all on one ring. I've seen some people do them in, if you've got a lot of polishes, you know, like pink tones, maybe pink and red, orange and yellow, you know, that sort of thing together. And then you might have one which is like for summer, and you could have one which is for winter, which probably I do, you know, like dark colours. Like, where's the one I did the other day? Let me show you. Oh, it's here. Like, I had some paint ones, which I'll have to show you in another video. Like, these are all quite bright, and then these ones are quite, there's a few pinks at the beginning. Haven't done them all. I was swatching these last night, and there's a glittery one in with it, but these are like, I was thinking these are quite nice autumn colours. Apart from the bright pink one at the beginning, don't know if you can see, but some of them are like this. This one's like a plummy brown. And there's some like browns in there, but they're more of a darker colour, and they're quite opaque as well. But they look lovely in winter, even with the, I like the rose gold glitter with that one. Don't know if you can see. You know, you could have a few, like if someone goes, oh, I really like pink colours. I know people who just have pink all the time, that you could have pink swatches, because you can get different tones of pink. Because I've got, where's my pinks? I've got, some are like pinky peaches, but I class them as sort of, you know, like pinky peach. Even some purpley colours you could put together. But see, I've got some more down there, but I'm not going to get them all out. But, you know, like, don't know if you can see these well. There's some bright peaches. They probably don't come across on camera. But you could have all your purpley pinks, peaches on one, and then your reds and burgundies and darker colours like that on another one. Or you could just stick them all together. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I basically got a bag. I'm trying to find them now. Oh yeah, a bag that you can see. You get I think I got a bag of 50 of these. These are the see-through ones. They didn't come with a ring. They came with, oh no, one of them did, and then one of them came with. Some have sticks. Well, not sticks. Some have a screw like this, and you just push them on and screw the screw in on the end so they don't come off. Same sort of thing. But I like the rings, so I'm going to get more of the rings because I don't like this bit. I mean, obviously you can fill them up to the end. It won't really matter, I guess. If I get them all down there. Probably have different ones. It doesn't matter. But you can either get the see-through ones, or like these are the see-through ones with colours on, or you've got the opaque ones. You know, the white plastic looking, and these are see-through ones. But what these are good for, if you're doing glitter swatches, which I'll try and show you one, you just, instead of putting it on the top, if you don't know, you can just put this is gel and glitter, so you just do it on the inside, and then it's like it's top coated on the top bit. So you can show all your swatches of glitter. I've got one wheel with just my glitters on. That doesn't go in my polish, that's showing what glitters I've got. But, and then these, the opaque ones are quite good for putting your normal nail polishes on. Especially if you've got ones that are a bit not as opaque, you know, because you have to layer it up a bit. And if they're see-through, you'd have to layer it up a bit more, if you know what I mean, to get it to look opaque. But, saying that, because I had some thicker gels that were really opaque. Some are opaque, but you have to build them up more. These are quite opaque with just one coating. They did okay on these see-through swatches. And I only did them on this one because I didn't have any left. But if you had a problem with getting them opaque, you'd just have to put maybe a white polish over the top before you put the colour on, just so it shows the true colour. You know, it's not wishy-washy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you've got choices. So I tend to sort of use these ones more as the colour swatches, and then these for more of like if you were doing glitters, or maybe a foil, because you could probably do a foil underneath. I've not done that, but you know, stuff like that. I will show you mine. So I got them, and they were I got the clear ones 50 for £2.7, and then I got the opaque ones. I don't know if they were from the same place, but they were cheaper. They were 50 for £1.79. That was both with free postage and packaging, so they're not that dear. So I got those, and then I got these as well. I've been looking for these for ages. You know, they just, when, I'm not going to do it now, but if you twist that, it snaps off. And these are good for doing nail art, as in, I want to do nail art that I'm going to put on the wall and I'm going to frame them, you know, like different bits of nail art, like my best nail art, so people can see when they come in the salon. And I think every now and again I'll change it so there's something to look at behind me, if you know what I mean. Like when I did, these are probably going to fall off. If you saw my quick video about vintage doll Laura, I was designing her some nails of what I think modern vintage would look like. They're going to fall off it because they're not stuck on. And I did these. And they fell off. Right, I did these nails. These are what these are. But I've snapped them off, shaped them a little bit, and done the design. I don't know if you can see. They were red. 3 reds. They're all red. That was just a red polish. And then I did 2 with the... 2 with the glitters. So what I'll do with them is I'll find a frame, I'll put them on a frame, and they'll be going on the wall as a display because I think they're quite nice and they're very pretty. Probably don't come up on camera as nice as they are, but I want to display them. So when I do, I mean, I'm going to use some of these. You can get all sorts of different ones of these, and you can get ones in the big thick ones that I've used before, which I'll show you, with nail designs on. But I may just do some nail designs on these sort of things, because the only other thing is that I'll show you another time, the nail pops that they're called, that like this, that you do nail designs on, are a lot thicker, like wider, which isn't like a natural nail shape. I'd rather do them on something that's a bit slimmer, like a, you know, a natural nail. And I might use some of these to show off my nail art, so it'll be like, if I did this glitter one, if you imagine that to be that, ooh, dropped it on the floor, and now I can't pick it up. If you imagined I did that design on here and it was on there, you could flip through. You could do it that way as well, but the only thing is you have to finish these off if you're doing nail art as if you would a client. So if you put in like you know, encapsulating all that, do it as if you're finishing the client off, so it looks smooth and everything and it looks nice. Hang on a minute, get it off the floor because I don't want it to go missing. So they were, you've got, did you get 15 on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 14. Yeah, 14 on there. I got 2 and I got another one, and they were, this is all off eBay. They were, how much were they? They were, got loads of other things to show you guys, you know, that don't cost a lot. It's just what you do with it, basically. They were, oh, did I order them off here? I did order them off here. They were, I don't actually know. I can't find the they would have only been a couple of quid. They're off eBay, so they wouldn't have been that much. So I got them, and then the last things I've got, I mean, this isn't the last things. Like I said, I'm going to do a part 2 because I'm waiting for stuff to come. I got this and I thought, I don't remember ordering it, and I can't see it on there at the minute, but it was a couple of quid. But it was just, I can't even show you without tipping it up. I can't show you the colour. It's a bit like, it's a really, really fine sort of glitter dust, and it's in, I don't know if you can see. It's quite sparkly. It doesn't look sparkly. I haven't tested it out yet, but it's more like a copper, a brown copper. But I was thinking more of autumn time with that one. That was only, might have been £1 something. And then in here, in this envelope, I got this piece of paper, and I was like, what have I ordered? That just is like a piece of paper. I don't know why I ordered this. I have got quite a bit of stuff of this, but it's like, you know, the foil. Woo! Ooh, it's sticking on there like angel paper, but it looks like sort of cracked glass. I can't find it on there, but it was probably about £1 or £2 off. I don't know. I've got that to test out. It's just somewhere down my list. I can't see it on my list. I didn't really realise that I'd ordered that anyway. And then, because I was talking about this polish before, I think it's really nice. The minty colour. And I've also seen some lovely mint, sort of, I'm sure they're like matte glitter flakes from Glitter Planet by Ninja Fairy. I said when I've got some money next month, I'll probably order some of the glitters because they look really nice. But I did order a few weeks ago this glitter from Elite Glitters. Oh, Elite Glitters in Manchester. Oh, I didn't know that. And it's called Sugar Drops. I probably can't see the colour properly in this bag, but I don't know if you can see. It's like it looks like silver, rose gold, and like a sort of minty green, which I thought would go really nice on that if I was doing a design. And it'd look nice on this pink, actually, this peachy pink as well. So I'll have to do a design and show you. And I got free, sometimes you get free with glitters, little testers of other glitters that I've got. And they just sent me a Black Dragon, it was called. It's just some green with a little bit of hints of a sort of blue and little bits of black in it. It's quite nice. I'll probably just, because I've only got a little bit, I'll probably just throw it in one of my green glitter pots and mix it up with one of my green glitter pots. But they were, see if I can find it. This glitter, I've ordered some more glitters, so I'll have to show you them. It was £1.49. Yeah, £1.49. And then the last thing in my little haul today is I got some, I can never say this, Swarovski crystals. I got, and I need to put them in boxes to keep the size so I know, because I get so mixed up the sizing. I wanted some smaller ones, but I have actually ordered some bigger than this because these are tiny. So I got SS3 crystal. I got 50. The crystal are just sort of like, I don't mean plain white, but they're just a bit more plainer. They're quite tiny SS3. I like this big, if you can see them. They're quite tiny. I like the tiny ones. And then I like this size, SS5, and I got crystal AB. They're the ones that are a bit multicoloured. I don't know if you can see them if they're turned around the right way, but they're just a little bit bigger. Not really turned around the right way to show the bling, but because these are the ones that are sort of multicoloured, they're really nice. I'll show you on a nail design. And then I've got, I think I've just ordered the other week, SS8. They'll be a lot bigger than these because I do like the quite small ones. But I am going to collect a stash of them and different sizes, so there will be bigger ones. Pay a bit more for your crystals, but I like proper crystals. I don't like the plastic looking things. I just don't like them. They're alright for some things, but I think if you want proper bling, invest in some crystals. These weren't that dear. Obviously the bigger they get, the dearer they are. I think these were, I think the SS3 were £2.59 and the SS5 were £2.99 for those. So I need to invest in more big ones. Obviously the bigger they get, the more they cost. So I got them, and I think that was it. So when the rest come, oh, and that was from Blue Street Crystals. Blue Street Crystals on eBay. So yeah, that was quite good. So that was just my little haul. So I'll probably do some videos of when my white one comes of showing you how these worked and showing you my new two colours with the glitters. I won't be using these crystals on any of the designs. If I do, I'll probably just use my cheap ones just for the designs, because I'm not wasting my crystals when they can be for a client. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. That was just my little haul. If you want to ask anything, just leave a comment, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Oh, by the way, I just put some bread up before it just started raining, actually. And if you know what I'm talking about Donald the bird. He just came up before because I threw some bread out. I just really need to show you quickly Bert and Ernie. Not that this is anything to do with nails, but I don't know if it was on Positive Wednesday or Witchy Ways or something. I did growing. I love eating avocado on toast with garlic and chili flakes on it. And I know that you can grow an avocado plant. I don't know if it turns into a tree, whatever. And I wanted to try it. And the first one took ages, but this is Bert. Look at him. If anyone watched before when it took ages for him to sprout and he was down there, look at him now. Look at his roots. My God. And that is from, you know, the seed in an avocado. But this one's Bert. Yeah, I've named him. This one's Bert. I just want to know. I know people keep saying, "Oh, you could probably repot him now and put him outside." But can I just repot him and leave him in the house in the conservatory in the sun? He seems to be doing quite well in there. It's just like a house plant. I want them in the house. I think. I don't think I want them in the garden. They got too big, obviously. Yeah. And then Bert seemed to have grown quite quickly over the space of a couple of weeks. Where this is Ernie, sorry, Bert and Ernie. Because I wanted to do another one. So because there's two, Bert and Ernie. Bert, the first one, seems to have took ages and ages. I think it was 8 weeks before he even sprouted. This one took a couple of weeks, and look at him. This is Ernie. Bert and Ernie. So can anyone tell me, can I have them as houseplants in the house? Inside? On the window ledge? Wherever? It's in the conservatory at the minute, in my nail room, because I thought it'd look quite nice in there, get a bit of greenery going on in there. So yeah, that's Bert and Ernie, guys. If you want to do it, if you want to know, just say and I'll let you know when you do it. I might do some more. Anyway, I best go. And I want to go and watch. I said I was watching Sense8, which is really good. But I've actually watched it back to back. I finished the whole series and I'm absolutely gutted that I've got to wait for the next one or whatever. I've not seen another one out. So what I've started watching now is Glow, the woman wrestling series thing. It's set in the 70s, the 80s or something. But I watched the first one last night and it was so funny. Honest to God, girls, if you want to laugh, I've only watched one, but it looked quite good. Go and watch it. Glow, it's called. I'm watching Glow on Netflix. It looks really funny. So I'll see you soon with the second part of this haul. Bye.